What if the universe never stopped whispering, but we just learned to call it silence? Close your eyes. The story begins not with people, not even with planets, but with a breath. At first, there was nothing, not even emptiness. Then, 13.8 billion years ago, something stirred. Energy unfolded into space. Space stretched into time, and the newborn universe exhaled light. That light still moves. It hums faintly everywhere. The afterglow of creation, a background music at 2.7 kelvins above absolute zero. You have heard it before, though not with your ears, in the way warmth feels alive, in the way silence holds a pulse. Stars began to form, vast furnaces of hydrogen and gravity. They burned, fused, collapsed. Every atom in your body, iron in your blood, carbon in your skin, oxygen in your lungs, was forged in those stars. You are quite literally made of exploded suns. The universe is not somewhere else. It is in your veins. Then, one small blue planet gathered enough calm for life. Water covered it, oceans breathing in and out under moonlight. Lightning struck, molecules met. Something began to copy itself, and for billions of years, life experimented. Cells became fish. Fish became wanderers. Wanderers learned to look up. The same atoms that once swam in ancient seas now sit behind your eyes. The same salt fills your blood. The ocean never left you. It simply learned to stand upright. You inhale. The air that enters you is ancient. Some of these molecules once passed through the lungs of a dinosaur, through a pine forest, through another human who once dreamed beneath the same stars. Every breath is communion. Every breath is history. Above you, the planet turns at over 1,600 kilometers per hour. You don't feel it because everything moves with you. The air, the trees, the oceans, your heartbeat. You are inside the motion, not outside it. At night, the Earth releases its stored warmth back into space, and your body does the same. Sleep, then, is not disconnection. It is synchronization, a return to the universal rhythm that began with the first explosion of light. Inside your skull, 86 billion neurons glow softly in electrical storms. They communicate through chemical sparks, 1 trillion conversations per heartbeat. At rest, your brain uses 20 watts of power, the same as a dim lamp. Yet, from this quiet current, thought, memory, and self-awareness arise, the most complex structure we know, and it fits between your temples. When you dream, your brain cleans itself, washing away waste, sorting meaning from noise. It is an ocean tide inside your head. Time, too, flows differently here. Einstein once wrote that time bends around gravity. Where mass is great, time slows down. So near a black hole, a second could stretch into years, and in sleep, without needing equations, you already live this truth. Minutes expand, memories fold. You step through entire lives in the space between two breaths. Dreams are gravity for the soul. They bend time toward meaning. Even light needs patience. The sunlight that touches your skin is 8 minutes old. The glow of Andromeda left its home 2.5 million years ago. When you look at stars, you see the past still shining. When the stars look back, They see you in their future. The universe, it seems, is a dialogue written in photons and waiting. The Milky Way is home to at least 100 billion suns. Beyond it, 200 billion more galaxies, each a storm of stars, each filled with worlds we'll never touch. And yet, everything we can see, stars, planets, dust, is less than 5% of what exists. The rest is invisible. Dark matter, dark energy. Science calls them dark because they cannot be seen. But perhaps they are not absence. Perhaps they are rest. The unseen gravity that holds everything together, like love or memory or sleep. Your body too hides invisible work. Cells replace themselves. Blood cells live for 4 months. Skin for 2 weeks. Bones for a decade. You are constantly dying and being rebuilt, even as you lie still. 1 billion quiet renewals unfold every second. Nothing in nature stays the same. Not even you. As you drift towards sleep, the boundary between you and the world dissolves. Your breath merges with the air. Your heartbeat syncs with the pulse of the planet. The same gravity that holds the moon cradles your spine against the bed. Somewhere, light is still traveling from stars that died before Earth was born. Somewhere, a new one is igniting, and here, in this small pause between inhaling and dreaming, you are both ending and beginning. So rest now. Let entropy slow. Let the universe keep expanding without your help. It has done so for billions of years. It will do so for billions more. You are not separate from it. You are its momentary awareness, a conscious shimmer on the surface of infinity. And when you sleep, the universe sleeps with you, because you are made of it, and it somehow remembers you. There is a kind of peace that only the universe understands. It speaks not in words, but in patterns: light, gravity, decay, renewal. And somewhere inside that silence, you exist. Everything you are began as a vibration. In the first moments after the Big Bang, energy trembled into matter, and matter began to sing. Hydrogen and helium formed, the two simplest notes in a cosmic symphony that would one day become everything. Stars were the first instruments. They burned, fused, and burst. Each explosion scattered heavier elements: carbon, oxygen, iron, the alphabet of creation. When those fragments cooled, they became worlds. And on one quiet planet, those same atoms learned to look back and ask, "Why am I here?" You are not a byproduct of the universe. You are its continuation. Your heart beats around 100,000 times a day. Each beat sends blood, liquid iron, and memory through 60,000 miles of vessels. That's twice around the Earth. And still, it feels small, because it is meant to. A human heart is built for humility, a rhythmic reminder that you are both fragile and infinite. At night, when your pulse slows, your body cools by a single degree, the skin releases heat, and your brain begins its nightly repair. Neurons flicker reorganize, forget, and forgive. You think you are sleeping, but your body is writing poetry in the language of chemistry. Dreams are not random. They are probability fields. The mind rehearsing survival in infinite ways. In REM sleep, your muscles freeze while your consciousness wanders free. You may find yourself walking through water or floating above cities that never existed. Science says it is simulation, but perhaps it is reunion, a return to the place before individuality, before name, before form. The atoms that make you were once scattered across light years. To bring them together required time, gravity, and luck beyond imagination. Your existence is statistically impossible, and yet here you are, listening to silence, being held by gravity, feeling warmth from a star 150 million kilometers away. The light from that star takes 8 minutes to reach you. Every sunrise, you are looking into the past, and the light from your eyes, leaving right now, will travel endlessly forward. You're small proof that you are here. On cosmic scales, you are invisible, and yet everything that exists depends on the small. The force that binds your atoms together is stronger than the gravity that holds galaxies. The cells in your lungs exchange 10 billion oxygen molecules every breath. Molecules that once flowed through glaciers, forests, whales. You do not own the air. You borrow it. You share it with everything that has ever lived. The planet beneath you spins silently. Mountains rise, erode, become sand, and return to stone again. Every second, lightning flashes 100 times around the globe. Every second, a new cell divides inside you. Every second, something ends and something begins. Even rest is movement. When you close your eyes, your perception slows until time itself softens. Your mind enters the rhythm that trees and oceans already know. They rest not in hours or schedules, but in cycles, in being. The Milky Way arcs above, a luminous river of over 100 billion stars. It takes 200 million years for our solar system to make a single orbit around its center. By the time we complete one rotation, the continents will have changed, and everything we know will be memory. And still, the stars will shine. Even when no one looks, they burn quietly, faithfully, as though light itself remembers love. Scientists say the universe is mostly made of dark energy, something unseen, untouchable, pushing galaxies apart faster and faster. We don't know what it is, only that it exists, that it moves all things outward, like breath leaving the chest. Maybe rest is our small way of echoing it, of letting go, expanding inward. Because even in stillness, you are part of that motion. And so you lie here, one small consciousness in a vast equation. Your thoughts fade, like ripples disappearing into deep water. Outside, the stars continue their slow, eternal dialogue. Inside, your neurons whisper the same truth in another dialect. Everything is connected, and nothing is.